Hey everybody, this is the first Sentry gameplay I'm getting out here. Check out this 25,000 damage heavy attack. Now this is just Realm of Legends because, believe it or not, I actually been using Sentry a lot and I don't have a lot of time between Alliance Quest and Alliance War to actually get a lot of gameplay in. So this is just a sort of a preview, I guess, of what I can eventually get out. I was just able to take him into a few fights in Realm of Legends. The warm-up fight is versus Winter Soldier. You got to build up those. So this is the absolute worst case scenario for Sentry. A long fight starting with 0 reality warps with glass disadvantage. So this is not his best light, but it's fun to play his cycle. The style of gameplay that I get from him is just so much more satisfying than I get from other champions. I don't know why. Just like sort of cycling through the special one, knowing that you have something coming up with the special one, and then you have something coming up with the heavy stance, and then you have something coming up with the... It's almost like Proxima's missions, but they're much easier, because I struggle to complete Proxima's missions correctly. Anyway... yeah, he does pretty dang well actually versus Captain Marvel and Juggernaut coming up. I just wanted to showcase that he is not the damage champion you want. If you're trying to take up Sentry and you think, oh, I'm gonna be doing some insane damage, okay, that's not really true. This is not where he excels. He's not very good at the Labyrinth of Legends. He's not gonna be good even for Realm of Legends if you have like a 550 say. This is not your Sparky, this is not your Star-Lord, not your Proxima, but man, imagine some of this damage you'll see in the Captain Marvel fight. It's instant, you know, there's no build-up required. You enter the fight, you throw a special one, you do some heavies, and they're dead. Like, I took him through map 6 yesterday, and aside from me trying to take on the Void mini-boss, which user error there, I ended up dying, Sentry was finishing fights in, like, less than 30 seconds, you know, and that's really cool for me because I hate jumping into Alliance Quest and spending a lot of time in those fights. I just want to get in, get out, do good by my alliance, and then move on. So this is the Captain Marvel. Now we're back to slow motion. It looks like he's flying in slow motion now, but this is 1x speed. So this is what we're used to playing. It's kind of weird. After you get used to watching it in 2x speed, it looks really slow. But it'll look normal in a second. So I do get the heavy proc, and you can notice that I get perfect block, and I think that perfect block is just amazing. That was an 8,000 heavy, I think. With no crit, yeah, about that, a little bit less than 8,000, and I'm just taking the block damage, gaining my power like normal. I'm getting a lot better at this. Like, you can spam heavies multiple times in a row now. Look at this, I got 3 heavies in a row, and then I get my absolute strength, and no crits on anything like that, but look at that's a good chunk of damage. So we're already 75% in, and I've only gotten to my first special 2 there, so it's not that bad, you know. Like, I know people were saying, like, he sucks, he's the worst champion. He's pretty good, you know. I like it a lot, and that was his animations are what really just get me. I love watching him throw that special one. I love his heavy attack. I'm having so much fun with this 565. More fun than I had. I think I'm having just more fun than I had when I had ranked up Sparky. The Sparky rank up was a mission. I had to get him up. I had to get in the Labyrinth and put the work in. It was a grind. Not that I, you know, don't dislike Sparky. I'm just saying this one is so much more enjoyable. I'm having so much fun in Alliance Quest, and I can't wait to try him in War. But it's gonna be a little while, let's say, before I get him in there, just because it might not be worth the risk with the high stakes wars that are going on right now. I really gotta focus. So anyway, guys, if you haven't noticed, the cycle is basically, you know, special one. The special one is 4 hits, so it's kind of nice to land on a multiple of 10 afterwards, so you can know whether or not you got the heavy stance or not. So I didn't in this time, so I was kind of ready for what I was going to do, which is keep going, trying to build to a special 2. And if you do find yourself with low power in special 2 phase, you just have to do some double mediums, get to the power up, and then you can throw a nice juicy special 2. That thing does so much damage. So Captain Marvel's close to dying. If that had crit, she probably would have died there. That special 2 is critting for, the second hit's critting for 55,000 damage, and the first hit of the special 2 is critting for, I think, about 22,000 damage. So we'll see that versus the Juggernaut, which is pretty good. He has class advantage in there, so it's maybe a little bit inflated numbers. But the heavy stance is where it's all at, guys. The heavy stance is my favorite. I love perfect block with the heavy. It's just such a good. I wish it was 100% chance. I think that might be the thing that would put him into a higher tier champion. But yeah, unfortunately, it's only 60% chance to enter that state. But 60% happens. It happens from time to time, and when you get on a string of lucky runs, it's quite nice. So this one's versus Juggernaut. It's a little bit slower just because of the unstoppable, obviously. But I do have class advantage, so I wanted to show that just see like what can the numbers get to anyway. There's a pretty crazy. Oh yeah, it's 52, not 55. Pretty crazy special 2 there. It's so satisfying to launch. I love that special 2. He's so fast. I like the specials like Iron Fist special 2 that happen really quickly, that don't sort of take up a lot of frames. Sentries are really quick, and that's part of the enjoyment is that special 1 again. So when the special 1 doesn't crit, it doesn't do much damage at all. When it does crit, if you get multiple, you can see that was like 18,000 damage. Not the worst, not the best, but yeah, like I said, here's the heavy mode. So I'll just block this to gain power because I know I'm not going to take any damage. I don't know what his interaction with like characters like Yondu is. So if he's getting a perfect block, but there's block penetration, I'm not really exactly sure how that works. I'll have to do some testing. I can't believe I haven't done that testing yet since I've had him so long. But yeah, there it is. So anyway, I'm still in this heavy phase. This is the thing. So say you crit. Let's just see what this damage does on this last one if it doesn't crit. I think it's like 3,000 for a non-crit and 12,000 for a crit on this heavy attack. So you get 10 of them, 10 hits. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's about that. So it's 3,000 for a non-crit and 12,000 for jeez, that's a nice special 2 there, and 12,000 for a crit. So let's say you crit about 1/3 of the hits. That's three hits at 12,000, so that's about 36,000 damage, and then 7 hits at 3,000, which would be 21,000. So his heavy attack stance is doing about 40,000 so damage. I'm trying to remember. Somebody might correct me in the comments, but I think the enemies in Alliance War have around 100k, 200,000 life. It's hard for me to say, so someone will correct me. But anyway, between his special 1 and the heavy and the special 2, basically, I think with 5 reality warps, a normal enemy in Alliance War is going to be dead at the first special 2. If I can proc, especially if I can proc the heavy one. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a good look or not, but we'll definitely have to see. So this is Sentry in Realm of Legends in these long fights that I don't think he's designed for. Stay tuned, guys. Pretty soon I'll be getting out some stuff with Sentry in Alliance Quest. I think I'll be able to record some Map 6 stuff. I should have last night, but I was busy and I didn't get around to it. And then I'll definitely get him maybe some uncollected mode stuff. And maybe some like Road to Labyrinth or something like sort of mid-range, something maybe that he'll be better at, you know. So anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one, and hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Take care.